understand, Councilman Cuesta, you have an additional item?
Yeah, I'm going to vote on this resolution first, Mr. President.
They would need to be done all together.
Sorry?
Council says they would need to be done all together.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I'm asking the City Clerk and the City Council to send a letter to the Acting Commissioner of Education, Chris Sark, and also members of the legislature. And I'm doing so, I'm asking the letter to indicate that this body is requesting the state to monitor the expenditures of the Elizabeth Board of Education. I am making this request, Mr. President, because as you know, recently the Board of Education spent more than $500,000 in paying Supreme Court Justice Gary Stein, retired, to investigate the Board of Ed. This was a bogus investigation. As anyone who common sense will tell you, if you gave me $500,000, yes, I can investigate and give you the results you want as well. It must be noted, Mr. President, that Mr. Stein, Justice Stein, spent most of the press conference not addressing the issue for which he was paying, but rather stating how wonderful the board was and also attacking, unjustifiably so, I would say, Senator Lesniak and Mayor Baldwin. And that was totally uncalled for. He also, I must add, he also criticized and attacked members of the public who came forward with information. And by doing so, in my humble opinion, he was trying to silence the whistleblowers who first came forward with information. Perhaps Justice Stein needs to be reminded that whistleblowing is something that is not only acceptable, but it's also something that is legal, and people have a right to express their opinion without fear of retaliation. Mr. President, the citizens and taxpayers of Elizabeth are sick and tired of paying for the board administrations and abuse of power. Paying a law firm more than $500,000 to investigate a board's actions simply flies in the face of logic and common sense. And let's not forget a huge conflict of interest, Mr. President. The son of Justice Stein works for the Board of Education. Enough is enough. We must demand that the state take action against individuals who only care about political life and simply ignore the needs of the children. And I must say, Mr. President, I keep saying $500,000, but from what I read in the paper, it's almost $1 million. Because in addition to the $500,000, Justice Stein himself indicated that he has yet to get paid for January and February. So that is really an absurd amount of money. And in addition to that, they paid several investigators to do what I don't know. So the total amount of money that the board spent on the self-investigation over $1 million. And that is ridiculous. That is a slap in the face to the taxpayers. Thank you, Mr. President.
Do I have a